Welcome to my list of 10 must-play GameCube games. I hope you enjoy this video. Without further ado, let's get to it. Luigis Mansion, the launch title for this little purple beast. This saw Nintendo change up the normal pattern of releasing Mario as its launch title, and some people were not too pleased. But I think it's a great little change up. The game sees you play as Luigi searching for his famous brother in a haunted mansion. This really feels almost like a child's horror game. It's very short but sweet, but there is a lot of fun to be had, hoovering ghosts up and embarking on a strange little mission. Definitely worth a go. Mario Kart Double Dash. Coming from Mario Kart 64, Nintendo had big shoes to fill, and somehow they managed it. Simply by adding two riders on the same car makes the game feel completely new, even though it's the same old kart racer at its core. The mechanics of having two riders really changes up the gameplay, because you have to switch between each character to get the desired item that you pick up, making for a very unique experience. And some of the tracks on this game are absolutely amazing. It's definitely worth your time, and if you collect for the Gamecube, it is a must-have. Eternal Darkness: Sanity's Requiem. A psychological horror game that will fuck your head up in more ways than one. This game breaks the fourth wall in so many ways, giving the player complete chills, and at points making them question their sanity. Seriously, I'm not over-exaggerating. This game, although visually isn't that scary, it really plays tricks on you, making for a complete one-off experience. There's nothing really like it, and it's a shame it's stuck on the GameCube. It could really benefit from a complete remake. It would be so scary in HD. Star Fox Adventures, a game that feels like it's hated more than it's liked by many of its fans, and that is mainly because they changed up the gameplay of the original Star Fox. But honestly, I feel like this hate is unjust. This game is such a great little adventure platformer that never saw the light of day. You see yourself embark on an epic adventure across multiple planets, using the help of famous friends, and it is pure fun. I wish more people would give it a go, because there's so much room for expansion on this series. Like, I'd love to see an open world Star Fox playing in this sort of way. But with the scale of Breath of the Wild, I think that'd be awesome. Wave Race: A Blue Storm. An aquatic racer where you are tasked with slaloming your way to the goal. The game's graphics blew me away as a kid. The water textures were amazing, and I think it really still holds up today. There are 8 different characters to play as, and many different tricks to master. There is also a fair few courses to ride around too, which is awesome. Plus, it's got a great multiplayer, which always helps. Soulcalibur II, a furious fighter with an abundance of combos and a colourful roster of playable characters to boot. Originally released for the 6th gen of consoles, I'm counting this game on the GameCube list for one main reason. Can you guess what that reason is? That reason is Link. So to elaborate, if you grab a copy of this game on the GameCube, it comes with one notable difference than any other copy, and that is playing as the beloved silent protagonist that is Link. So it is a must-have for any Zelda fan, and it is great to slice up some enemies and kick some ass. Super Mario Sunshine. Mario strikes again, this time taking a well-deserved holiday to the tropics. Although, like every mission he seems to go on, nothing goes to plan. This time, he gets wrongly accused for crimes he didn't commit and gets sentenced to community service, like a dirty little asbo. This is a great 3D Mario, and it's some people's favourite. I can see why, because it's great. I find it so strange though, how Nintendo have managed to make even cleaning things up fun. And somehow they have, and that's what this game is, just pure fun. Metroid Prime. The first time we saw Samus brought to light in 3D. And oh my god, was it done right. At first glance, you could be fooled into thinking that this is just your run-of-the-mill first-person shooter. But you'd be so wrong. This game offers a unique experience. It is a type of first-person shooter, I give you that, but it has the puzzles and the Metroidvania type level exploration that we have all come to know and love from the Metroid series. This one is great. Super Smash Bros. Melee, arguably the best multiplayer game of all time. This title is a classic. At its core, it's a beat 'em up with a Nintendo spin. Imagine all your favourite Nintendo characters and theme songs put in a blender and blended together. What you're left with is a masterstroke in multiplayer games. It's so good, even still to this day, people play it in tournaments across the world. It's got something for everyone, and I'm sure you've probably already played it, but if not, get some friends over and give it a go. You definitely won't regret it. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. This game came out to very little fanfare, as Nintendo changed up the art style to a toonier animation rather than a grittier, darker art style, leading fans to take a disliking to it straight off the bat. But I'm sure the people who did embark on this epic game will tell you how much they loved it. It is a masterpiece in its own right, and I generally believe you can see how much of an impact the art style has to this day. You can see the inspiration in modern titles all over the platforms. It's so good, and it's some people's favourite game of all time, and I can see why. Well, that was my list of 10 must-play Gamecube games. If there's any I've missed out, be sure to let me know in the comments. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. If not, I'm sure this will cheer you up.